These are the last 10 fragrances you would ever need to purchase if you wanted to finish your collection off for good. Now, in a realistic world, is this something that a lot of you guys are actually going to be doing? Probably not. As soon as the next hot release hits, you're probably going to be picking it up just like myself. But hey, that's fine. It's all part of the fun. I think the discovery aspect of this hobby is by far the most rewarding, but it does come at a cost. But for all intents and purposes, if you wanted to call it quits, for lack of a better term, you wanted to essentially finish it off. You want to pick up a few more things and then have that as your solid collection of scents. You could go with any of these or all of these, whichever you may choose, to finish it off. All of these are kind of scents that will still give you a lot of versatility, but with an impact. I think all of these kind of bring something very special to your collection, but also to the community as a whole. Truly some special scents here in this video, so I will drop links to them down below if you want to pick any of them up. But I want to get it kicked right off with an affordable niche product. Okay, it's MANCERA Intense CEDRAT BOISE, which is, essentially their first ever flanker, at least on the MANCERA side of things, and it's an extrait. And I don't think they could have picked a better one to essentially start doing these with. I think CEDRAT BOISE is by far the one that put them on the map. It's one of my personal favorites from MANCERA, and I have a lot of favorites from them. That's saying something. So it still does maintain that fruity, woody DNA, very versatile, better for cool season, but it will work in warm months with moderation. And they take it to the extreme, no surprise there. They beef it up, they give it better performance, it's a little bit richer, stronger, has a little bit more heart, a little bit more bass, and there's a tiny bit of an oud in here, just a little. It's nothing overbearing, it's nothing crazy, but it truly is an intense flanker through and through. It doesn't completely stray from the DNA, but it also isn't something that is not providing any change or value at all. I think they hit the nail on the head. This is how a flanker should be done. On discounters, it's right around $100 for 100 ml. Again, we're talking a PARFUM concentration, a beast mode 12+ hour scent. It is a great one to end things on with. If you have the original, this is so much better. Next up, we'll go with John Varvatos Artisan BLEU. This one has basil, bergamot, pine, and a bunch of other notes as well. Great for this time of year. It's super refreshing, super bright, and to me, it's a little bit more green smelling than blue. I want to make it very clear that this is not a blue ambroxan scent. This was out before that was all the rage, and it was super popular. This kind of, to me, even still was a bit of a marketing error. I think it is a green scent. The pine, the geranium mintiness, all of the other kind of aromatics in here all allude to a green kind of earthy, bright, summery scent. So to me, it's not blue, it's not aquatic or anything like that. But with that being said, it's a fantastic, refreshing, classy summertime scent for a great price. It's beautiful stuff. Performance lacks a little bit, but I think it makes up for it in the quality and uniqueness category, especially at this given price point of around $30. Got to throw in an iris up next. Got to have them in here. This one is Narciso Rodriguez Bleu Noir Parfum. The reason why I'm choosing this one is simply because it is the sweet iris DNA, but with the freshness, and so that automatically makes this one 10 times more versatile than Dior Homme Intense, Givenchy Gentleman Eau de Parfum, Valentino Uomo Intense. This is more wearable, it's easier to pull off, and probably a bit more mass pleasing. I really like it. It's also going to be a little bit more affordable. Usually on discounter, 65, maybe 70. All of the others that I mentioned are above that. They're 90, 100 bucks, somewhere around in there, sometimes a bit more. So I think this one offers a lot of bang for your buck, especially when you compare it to the other iris beast mode scents. We'll go with Acqua di Gio Parfum up next. So it's basically Acqua di Gio Profumo, except this is the new one. This is the one that you're going to be able to get with regularity, at least for a while. Hopefully they don't turn around and discontinue this one quickly. I doubt it. This is going to be, basically filling that role that Profumo did for many years, to give them credit. They had that one out for a long time. And honestly, to me, what they're doing here is just making the line more simple, more digestible. Now you have an EDT, an EDP, and a Parfum. It's not getting too complex. And so because it has that Profumo DNA, it's something that's going to offer you supreme versatility, great quality, great performance as well, because obviously it's a Parfum just like Profumo is. The only difference is instead of incense, you're getting a kind of an olibanum, patchouli smokiness, slight twist, but in a good way. And also the grassy green opening that Profumo had is kind of stripped back in this one. It's less prevalent, so that's a big plus as well. Next up we have Hugo Boss, the scent Private Accord. So this one here is all about the cacao, coffee, maninka fruit, and patchouli. Love it. One of my favorites. There for a good while, several months. It was out of stock all over the place. Retailers, discounters, just couldn't get it. It is now shown back up at discounters, and it's been in stock for the better part of a few months, so you can get this one again. And I recommend that you do if you don't have it yet and you are a fan of the Boss DNA line here, or the scent DNA, I should say. Coffee kind of gives it a little bit of a gourmand facet, along with that cacao, kind of a chocolatey accord. And then, of course, the maninka fruit is the star of the show, as you would expect. Great scent, great performance, great for the fall and winter time, and definitely one that you should have in your collection. Next up, we have Chanel Allure Homme Sport Eau Extreme. It's got tonka bean. There's going to be some mint in here, of course. You get a little bit of the orange kind of creaminess, so it's a creamy tonka orange mint combination. Smells so good. If I had to choose a favorite from the line, it would be this, but it's hard because I love the original Sport. I love Edition Blanche. I love the original. They're all so good. And they all do provide something different, which is another great thing about all of these is, you know, they're doing flankers right as well. But this one offers the most creaminess and the most addicting kind of sexy facet of all of them, and that's kind of why I prefer it. It also has really good performance too, especially projection. All in all, if you're looking to pick up something from Chanel and maybe you don't want to go the blue route, go for this one. Next up we have LALIQUE Ombre Noir. So this one has cognac, tobacco, cinnamon, myrrh, and olibanum in here. Absolutely delicious stuff. Now, I think it retails for $140, something like that, $139.99. Fragrance By gets this one in often for like $60, something like that, which is an amazing price. I will be fully transparent and say that I did buy this at Fragrance By's price, the discounted price. I think it's $60, maybe even $50. But I would have no problem paying $140 for it, retail price. I would not think twice about doing it. Obviously, we don't have to. That's great. Don't go out and do it if you can get it at a discount, obviously. But, you know, if it was the only option that I had, I would have no problem. That is how good this is. It is unique. There's not anything else out there on the market that smells like it. This is probably one of the better designer releases on the market, and it's a hidden gem. You just don't hear about it, at least in comparison to all of the other hype beast scents. Great for fall and winter time. It's a masterpiece. Eau de Parfum Intense. Oh man, this is good. Takes away that sweet apple, the overwhelming sweetness, and bumps up the aromatics. The sage, the lavender, the geranium. You get some ginger in here. So good, and that's why I like it so much. It's a lot more palatable, I guess is one way you could say it. It's an easier wear all the way around because, you know, you sometimes can get a little bit sick of the sweetness, especially when it is super hot and you're just not feeling it that day. EDP, Le Parfum, they can be a tough wear when it's super hot outside. I still wear them in the summer. I do kind of like it, but there are times where it is a bit too much. And that's where this one comes in. I think it was a great idea. Their approach to this one was very smart, and I think this will get a lot more people into this DNA because it's a lot easier to digest. Guerlain L'Homme Ideal Platine Privé. It's already hit discounters. Pretty much everything in here has hit discounters, even the new ones, so it's not anything to worry about. It's got almond, grapefruit, neroli, and musk. I'm featuring this one a lot because I think it's important to get the word out on it, because it is also a limited edition, okay? And this is basically bringing back the summer version of the scent, Cool and Cologne. Both are discontinued. Both are very hard to find. This is that DNA, guys. It is it. Closer to Cologne than Cool. Doesn't have the mint greenness. That's fine. It still is a great take on that DNA. And it's one that you can get now, $118. It's below retail price, and it's definitely worth picking up if you like this line and all. And it's definitely worth picking up if you are a fan of the L'Homme Ideal line. And like I said, they're marketing this as a limited edition, so we know this right out of the gate. It's not going to be around forever. Make sure you get yours if you are interested before it's too late. And we'll end things with an interesting one. It's actually Prada L'Homme Intense. Yes, the Intense. Oh, just wait. Don't get upset at me. I think it's not discontinued anymore. So a subscriber actually reached out and said, hey, you know, this is on Prada's official website at retail, obviously, which is I think $135, maybe $140. And sure enough, I went and looked, and it is in the US. You can buy this at retail, okay? Now, another thing I want to point out, though, is that with regularity, this has been popping back up at discounters below that retail price. And so every time it does, I send out an email, I send out a text, because that's what I do. I inform my mailing list, my text list of great deals, rare finds, whatever. For the longest time, this was a rare find. Now it's starting to become more regular, it seems like, and anytime you can get it below retail, I think it's worth getting. So is this one coming back for good? I don't know. I guess we're going to have to just see how it plays out, I suppose. But I wanted to throw it in. One, because it's a great fit for this video. It is my favorite of the line. I was saying that before it was discontinued or you know, getting hard to find. I was saying it after. That never changed because of the availability of this. This has always been my favorite of the line. Okay, it's got iris leather, tonka bean, and patchouli. It's richer, it's smoother, it's sweeter, but it's still that Prada L'Homme DNA. It's a beauty of a scent, absolutely wonderful. And so if you want a chance at getting this one below retail, get on the mailing list at the first link down below. Send a text to the number down below. You will be added to the lists. And each time this one does come in stock, or anything else that's rare, hard to find, discontinued, you will get a notification straight to your home screen on your phone or straight to your email inbox, and you will be able to get it. These do sell quick. A lot of them go quick. So you want to be watching out for it. You want to stay diligent, but I'm doing all of the work for you guys. You won't regret signing up. That's going to do it for me, guys. The last 10 fragrances you would ever need to buy, theoretically. It's probably not going to ever happen, but these would be great ones to end it on. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe, stay healthy. We'll see you tomorrow with another one. Take care.